One quiet claim from a royal biographer has circulated for years. It suggests that the children of the Prince and Princess of Wales do not regard Queen Camilla as their grandmother in any formal sense. By the end of this video, you will understand what reliable reporting and published accounts actually say about that relationship, why it has drawn so much attention, and what it may reveal about how the modern royal family draws its boundaries. According to the 2022 book Camilla, From Outcast to Queen Consort by Angela Levin, Prince William has made his position clear. Camilla is the wife of his father. She is not a step-grandmother to his 3 children. Levin writes that George, Charlotte, and Louis are understood to have 2 grandfathers and only 1 grandmother. That grandmother is Carol Middleton. The late Princess Diana remains a presence in family memory, but Camilla is deliberately kept outside that circle. The same book states that Camilla herself has never tried to assume the role. Levin notes that the Queen Consort has her own children and grandchildren. She has chosen not to insert herself into the day-to-day lives of the Wales children, especially given how closely involved the Middleton grandparents remain. This is not presented as hostility. It is described as a careful arrangement. William and Harry were already young adults when Camilla married their father in 2005. She was never a parental figure to them. The same distance has been maintained with the next generation. Camilla has spoken publicly about the name her own grandchildren use for her. They call her Gaga. She once joked to the press that she did not know whether they thought she was. Whether the Wales children use the same nickname has never been confirmed by the palace. What has been reported is that traditional titles such as grandmother or granny are not applied to her by them. Public appearances have occasionally shown warmth. Photographs released for King Charles's 70th birthday captured Camilla with her arm around a smiling young Charlotte. Other moments at official events have shown polite, formal interactions rather than intimate ones. Observers have noted the difference. At the late Queen's funeral in 2022, lip readers analyzed footage of a brief exchange. Prince George was said to have pinched his sister. Charlotte reacted. According to one lip reader, Camilla then turned to the Princess of Wales and said the words, "Take her." That claim has been repeated in several newspapers. It remains an interpretation of silent footage, not a verified transcript. It does, however, fit a pattern of Camilla maintaining a certain remove rather than stepping into a grandmotherly corrective role. What is absent from reliable reporting is any confirmed incident in which Princess Charlotte herself delivered a cold rejection of Camilla. Viral headlines claiming the young princess told Camilla she was not her grandmother, and that the Queen was left in tears, do not rest on named sources, official statements, or contemporary eyewitness accounts from reputable outlets. They appear to be extrapolations from the broader point made in Levin's book. That broader point still matters. The royal family has spent decades navigating the aftermath of Charles and Diana's marriage. Diana's death in 1997 left a permanent space in the children's lives. Camilla's eventual marriage to Charles, and her later role as Queen Consort, required careful management of public perception and private family dynamics. William's reported insistence that Camilla is not a step-grandmother to his children is one visible result of that management. It also reflects a practical reality. The Middleton grandparents have been consistently present. Carol and Michael Middleton have provided the continuous, hands-on grandparental relationship that many families recognize. Camilla, by contrast, occupies a constitutional and ceremonial position. The two roles have been kept distinct. Royal watchers sometimes interpret this distinction as coldness. Others see it as respect for boundaries that were established long before George, Charlotte, and Louis were born. Camilla has 5 grandchildren of her own. She has spoken of the pleasure of spoiling them and then handing them back. That description suggests a woman comfortable with limited, affectionate involvement rather than full parental substitution. The children themselves are growing up in a monarchy that is more visible and more scrutinized than any previous generation. Their every public interaction is recorded and analyzed. A brief glance, a curtsy that misses its mark, or a whispered exchange can generate days of commentary. In that environment, the absence of a conventional grandmotherly title for Camilla becomes a story in itself. Yet the palace has never issued a formal statement defining the relationship. The information that exists comes from authorized interviews, published books, and careful observation of public events. What remains private stays private. This careful distance may be one of the quieter achievements of the current generation of senior royals. It avoids forcing an emotional narrative onto children who already carry significant public roles. It also allows Camilla to fulfill her duties as queen consort without competing for a place that belongs, in the family's reported view, to others. Whether this arrangement will shift as George, Charlotte, and Louis grow older is unknown. Royal relationships have changed before. Public expectations have changed with them. For now, the published record is consistent on one point. Camilla is not presented to the Wales children as their grandmother, and she has not sought that title. That fact alone continues to attract attention because it sits at the intersection of history, family loyalty, and the evolving identity of the monarchy. Do you think this careful boundary reflects a healthy respect for different roles within the family, or does it signal a deeper distance that may matter more as the children mature? Share your thoughts below.